It sometimes still wakes me up at night. It's the kind of memory that I want to fade, but I don't think it ever will, because I can still close my eyes and I can see the look on my friend's face. I can hear the crunch of the car, and I can feel every trauma all over again. But I walked away. One click. It was the kind of news that broke my heart. I didn't want to believe it. I refelt every pain and emotion that I did when my own brother passed away. And now, this family was living that nightmare. This will affect them for the rest of their lives. She didn't walk away. No click. A study done in Pennsylvania found that front seatbelts are 45% more effective at preventing fatal injuries and 50% better at preventing moderate to critical injuries. Rear seatbelts are 73% more effective at preventing fatalities. Victims are not properly restrained in more than 1/2 of all fatal car accidents. I was one of the front seat passengers. She was one of the back seat passengers. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Association, 5,500 lives could be saved every single year if the use of seatbelts went up to 90%, and yet only 68% of Americans wear seatbelts. This means that there are 32% of Americans that do not wear seatbelts. I was one of the 68%. One click. She was one of the 32%. No click. A survey done reported that 3 out of every 10 car accidents happens less than a mile from home, with more than a third that happen between 1 and 5 miles, and 1 out of every 10 car accidents happens 6 to 10 miles from home. It was over spring break. A friend and I were driving back to her grandma's house in St. George where we were staying. We were about a mile from that house. She was driving with friends back to a friend's house only 2 days before graduation. She was less than 5 miles from home. If you were going bungee jumping, you would not jump without being attached to the cord, fastened, stabilized, and secured. If you are going to be in a car, you do not want to go anywhere without being strapped in, fastened, stabilized, and secured. Of the passengers killed while riding with young drivers, 67% are in that same 15 to 20-year-old age group. I was only 17. She was only 18. Man, wear your seatbelts, that's all I can tell everybody. You never know. This was said after Tom Brady was in a horrible car accident that left one of the cars flipped on its side, but because he was wearing his seatbelt, he was left unhurt. The same thing happened in both of our car accidents. We were both T-boned by somebody going 45 to 50 miles an hour. Both cars spun and both cars rolled. I was kept in my seat. One click. She was ejected. No click. I was able to finish high school with my best friend, and her best friend held her as she bled. It would have taken 1 second, one click, and she would be attending Southern Utah University today on scholarship. But instead of visiting her family on the weekends, her family now visits her grave. There's one big solution to fewer fatalities from car accidents, and it is so simple. Wear your seatbelts. Whether you're going 1 block or 1,000 miles, wear your seatbelts. Whether it's night or day, wear your seatbelts. Whether you are stopped in traffic or the only one on the road, wear your seatbelts. Do you know what could save your life? 1 second, 1